Imagine waking up one morning and feeling like someone pulled the plug on your internal battery, your focus is gone, your gym progress has stalled. And that drive that used to define you has been replaced by a persistent gray fog. For most men, this is the slow descent into getting older, but for a growing number of us, it's actually a medical deficiency that has a solution: testosterone replacement therapy. But before you jump into the world of needles and clinics, you need to understand that TRT isn't a magic pill. It's a metabolic marriage. You're signing a contract with your biology, and today we're going to read the fine print that the flashy clinics often skip. This is the good, the bad, and the absolute essentials I wish I knew before I started my own journey. First, let's talk about the good, because when TRT works, it feels like the lights are finally being turned back on in a dark room within the first few weeks. The brain fog usually lifts first. That feeling of being mentally submerged starts to clear, and your cognitive processing feels sharp. Then comes the physical shift. Your recovery time in the gym drops, your muscle protein synthesis actually starts working again, and that stubborn belly fat finally begins to move. But the biggest good isn't just the muscle or the libido, it's the emotional stability. Many men on TRT report that they feel less irritable and more capable of handling stress. It's not about becoming an alpha male caricature. It's about regaining the baseline version of yourself that you thought was lost to time. However, we have to look at the bad, because TRT is a powerful tool that requires constant respect. One of the biggest downsides is the shutdown of your natural production. Once you introduce exogenous testosterone, your body's internal factory goes on strike. This means your fertility can plummet, and your boys downstairs will likely shrink. Beyond that, you have to become a semi-expert in your own blood work. You'll be monitoring hematocrit levels to ensure your blood doesn't become too thick, managing potential estrogen spikes that can cause mood swings or acne, and for those predisposed to it, watching your hairline very closely. It's a balancing act that requires regular lab work and, for many, a lifetime commitment to a protocol that can be both expensive and tedious. This leads us to the "I wish I knew sooner" section, the part where most men trip up. The biggest regret I hear? I wish I knew that normal isn't the same as optimal. Your doctor might tell you that a total testosterone level of 300 is fine, but that range includes 80-year-olds. If you feel like garbage at 300, you have a deficiency, regardless of what the paper says. I also wish I knew about the importance of injection frequency. Injecting once every 2 weeks creates a massive hormonal roller coaster, whereas smaller, more frequent doses keep your levels stable and minimize side effects. Lastly, I wish I had known that TRT doesn't fix a bad lifestyle. If you aren't sleeping and your diet is processed junk, TRT will just be an expensive Band-Aid on a broken system. Optimize your foundation first. If the symptoms persist, then and only then is it time to look at the needle.